take it out? What the heck?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Potomac Curling Club's broadcast of this Women's Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel. We are in draw number 7, featuring our game where Kirkman is facing off against Millage in a C event game. We're working on updating our team names and player positions, so give us a moment to get the scoreboard up. But here we are still in the lead rocks with Kirsten Collins throwing her second of 2. I'd like to welcome my fellow commentator.
Hi, Steve Kaltenbach here. Great to be here. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Awesome.
That's much better.
There we go. Hi, everyone. This is Steve Kaltenbach alongside Mike Dobbs. Great
Welcome.
to have you with here. Great to have you with us. It should be a very nice game, I think.
Absolutely. We've got all the tools out, all of our wireless skips mics and our commentator headsets, and operating for us today is Heather, and doing what I'm not sure what is. Hold on, the coordinator is signaling me here.
Oh, she's asking what's on the lead head.
It's a brain.
Yes, it is a giant aquamarine brain.
Yep.
Sweet!
I don't know why she has a brain on her head, but she has a brain on her head.
All the way for line. Sweeping it for line. Sweeping it for line. Good job. Good job.
Look,
good
when
job.
you...
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, when you have one of those, I don't think you need a reason
A little bit better.
to wear it.
I certainly hope Kirsten knows just how much conversation her brain is getting today.
Yeah. And she had some pretty solid deliveries, too. The second for team Millage coming in, looking to take out that yellow rock.
That was Christine delivering a nice hit.
Very nice.
Millage currently sits 2 in the house, and we are calling them Team Millage, but the skip of the team and throwing 4th rocks also is Katie McCartney.
Oh, Sarah.
They did some last-minute switching on their team order.
Sit on it.
All right. Skip Linda Kirkman now calling for her second to sit right inside that little pocket formed by the 2 red stones.
Definitely a nice spot to go.
Okay.
Probably a little early. You don't need to go there yet, but it's there. Might as well try it.
Well, I think first end, you want to make sure that your team can establish a good draw.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know she'll have plenty of time for hits later.
Absolutely. I know as a skip, I always appreciate every opportunity to practice my draw.
Of course.
This one looks a little wide.
Yeah, it's not curling nearly as much as they were hoping. It is still the first end, so the ice tends to be fairly frosty.
But good weight. She lands almost on the pin.
Very nice.
All right, so we're not sure whether that was a line call error or a throwing error, but rock is definitely exposed.
Yeah,
Nothing behind it.
Katie McCartney now calling for the hit.
Christine away with the rock. Calls the sweepers on early.
Yeah, I think she was a little narrow on this one.
Yeah, she was tight.
Yep, and
It's
oh, they're not going to be able to hold it, unfortunately.
No, this ice is super unforgiving when you cross that center line. Inside out, it is going to move so much, you will be amazed.
It might actually be for the best that they let that go, because where it was hitting, it probably would have jammed right back on that red.
Absolutely. And just so our audience knows, our Bonspiel coordinator is still obsessing over Kirsten Collins' wonderful aquamarine brain hat.
Yeah, we're not sure if it's a brain or we've heard that it might be a like a Mozart wig.
I heard her describe it as a brain, so.
All right. Reminds me of, you ever see Mars Attacks?
Yes.
Yep.
That was such a bad movie.
It was, but God help us, it was funny.
And the world is saved by terrible music once again.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Well, this was a attempt at a guard.
Okay.
Came up perfect weight, but it was a little wide. Shot rock is still exposed.
Looks like you're going to go ahead and try that hit again. A little more ice this time, which I think is a good move. You want to hit this either nose or on the right side.
Absolutely. Left is death. Wow. Still early in the end, so.
Yeah.
But this looks pretty good.
No, I think they're going to be happy with this, but they're going to have to get on it because once it crosses that center line, it's going to move.
It had so much weight.
Oh, great shot. Right on the nose.
Oh, I love that sound. Nice, solid thwomp.
Now Skip Linda Kirkman has some options here. Team Millage is sitting 3, but every single shot is completely exposed.
Nice pocket you can draw down into or go for a double or lots of options.
It looks like she's calling for the double, which I agree with. Yes, it looks like about the right double ice. And the shot shoved a bit. I think she's a bit tight on that.
All the way!
Absolutely tight.
Yeah,
I know.
Looks like she's going to have to be going for one of the other stones instead of the double.
But you know what? This is still going to be a fine result.
Yep. Oh, very much so.
Wow.
And
it's okay.
Linda not quite able to get that out, but it's a solid. On my team, we call that like a plan H.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a plan B, not a plan C, but it's in the playbook somewhere.
Yep.
It's a rock in the house. You took one of the reds out. Didn't do any harm. Wasn't fantastic, but
well, they weren't quite able to take it out. It's still sitting in the back of the house. And now Team Millage coming in and looking to pop that yellow out. Actually, that looks a little bit light to be ahead.
I think it's a solid top house guard.
Just right here.
If it's a little light, that's fine. They're sitting 2. They don't have hammer. No need to rush it.
Ah, yes.
Came in a little far, but it's perfectly fine.
Oh, yes. It looks like it covers up about, I'd say about half of that that front stone in the 4.
Absolutely. It does almost eliminate the double on the 2 shot rocks, but
yes, it would be a very, very tough double.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't bother going for that. So
no.
Lynn is opting to just clear the front red here. And lots of good plan Bs.
Ooh, waiting for it to curl, but they've got to let it go. They've got to keep sweeping.
All the way, hard, hard, hard.
Hit jam. I don't know if it's still 2 red or not. It's awfully close.
It is close. From the overhead angle we've got, I'd say it's 2 red, but Melvin agrees with me. 2 red.
All right. Not going to argue with him on that one.
No.
We have turned our ambient mics down a little bit here, folk. We were picking up some of the enthusiastic encouragement from some of the other sheets rather than our feature game here. So we'll see if we can keep that under control for you.
Yes, but speaking of our speaking of our other sheets, we will give you updates on those as they come.
Absolutely.
We just want to come right and snuggle up.
Aww.
Katie wants her stones to make some new friends.
Absolutely.
I was sort of hoping your first one was going to take a curve into the house.
And it looks like that's going to be a little too far there for Katie McCartney.
Yeah, a little wide, a little heavy.
Okay.
I can, yeah, and that would kick this one shot, and we're number 2. So I could try to draw in here. And if, that's kind of, yeah. All right, I can try and draw into here. If I tick off of that and go in, I'm fine. She's only got one more stone. If I'm narrow, we'll kick that one out, and then I can always promote that one later. But I'm hoping to just come in here. Yeah, that looks like the best. I could always just tap that one in. If I'm wide, that one will kick in. So let's go.
Serious considerations down there.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
You would think she wasn't wearing antlers.
Not a whole lot, no. So yeah, this is good here. Yeah.
Very interesting about the shot in that as long as she hits something,
It probably got a little
Linda will most likely have a positive.
Or like, right, you don't need that falling and burning a rock with your big
Are you
plush
trying to kill me
brain
with that
hat.
broom?
That'd be classy.
A,
Looks like
A, we
from
draw
that
in.
ice-
B, if I'm a little narrow, we'll tap the yellow into the red and kick that one out. And C, I might tick off of ours.
I want to know about plan R.
R is in the warm room. But that was good.
As our stalwart coordinator does her best Carmen Miranda impression. Linda Kirkman gets ready for her first shot. We're waiting for it to curl, and I'm not sure it's curling as much as she'd like. She's gonna have to. Oh. Merely replacing her
That
yellow
was
stone,
not
and
the
now
plan.
red is definitely
that was
sitting
R.
too.
That was
but,
Oh, shit.
Sorry, listening audience.
it's okay. Kim McCartney now looking for her second stone.
That was exactly what I didn't want to have happen.
And it looks like she's just thrown that one away.
I thought I had to go down there, but she just threw it through. I think I'm
Now
gonna
Linda
still.
with the hammer.
No, the front yellow. There's a red behind it.
Question is, does she
but
try
they're
to
still
draw it
shot.
for one?
So I still need to draw in.
Yeah, I'm afraid I don't see a lot of opportunities for her to.
It would be a good thought.
I mean, there's a
got
risky
this.
double there.
I got this.
It would have to be a very, very great shot.
Whoa.
She comes a little bit off out of
Sweep!
that. Supers come on up pretty quickly.
Up! Whoop!
It's moving. She's going to have to get it around. Oh, I think it's going to crash. And while they are able to cut red down, it is still going to be one red after the first end. So Team Millage takes the first point. They steal one. It's Linda a little.
Okay, so we spotted you one. Okay, that's all.
Is that
hell
the end of the
forgiven.
deal?
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Second part of the deal is what?
I don't know.
Ninth end.
Okay.
You were the one that started it. No
I think
ninth
that
end.
was Kirsten.
Okay.
She's had enough.
Oh, blame it on her. Uh-huh.
The joys of having Linda Kirkman on the mic, ladies and gentlemen.
We did have a special request from our chat room, and if you are watching our live stream and actually scroll down a post, you'll see a special photo of our coordinator wearing the braid. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yep.
Is this hog?
They're working to make sure it's not, but it's going to be close.
All right, Suba's come up, so I guess it's not hog.
Yep. Looks like it should be wow, they dragged that quite a bit.
Thanks.
Second end is always downhill, so fools us all.
Thank you, Kirsten.
That was Kirsten Collins with her first shot, and here comes Kate Sun, the lead for Team Kirkman, with her first shot.
Interesting to note, I do believe this is Kate's first year curling.
Not only is it her first year, but it's her, I think she's curled maybe 20 games all told in her career. And this is her third Bonspiel. And her first 2 Bonspiels, she made event finals.
Sweep.
So she's a woman accustomed to success.
Bring it in behind this one. I think we're okay.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
It's a little deep for my deal, but a very nice shot.
Oh, yeah. And when you have a lead that doesn't have a whole lot of experience, sometimes you just want to say, hey, get it in play. And, you know, that's a great step one. And what Kate's done is she's got a nice draw in behind the guard. It might be behind the tee, so there's definitely room there to take it out. But for a first shot, that's not too shabby.
It kind of puts the other team on notice. You know, we're not afraid to go to the button.
Yes.
We're going to make you take us out, which, not the easiest shot.
No, not at all. And
this is a heater.
Yes, it is. I'm going to have to watch my feet because that may hit me.
Oh! Just squeaked by the guard. I mean, that was at least normal, if not peel or rocket.
Yes, that was definitely warmer weight for my eyes.
Hardest shot in curling. Do it again.
Yep.
Solid delivery for him there. Oh, skips right. And you got to get this.
Oh,
get
yeah,
on this early.
move.
I think she's crashed on the guard, but it's going to be awfully tight.
I think you might be right.
Oh, look at it move.
If it ticks, take the tick.
It does indeed tick.
Okay.
But now it's center guard.
Non-traditional, but, you know, I did win a lot of games by having the hammer and just piling up the center.
Unfortunately, Linda's down right now, so
That's okay. It's 1 point.
it is 1 point.
It's the
first
second
end.
end.
Yes.
You know. There's lots of time to get into the groove, make sure everyone's feeling comfortable, and then demolish the other team.
Of course, yes. Patient demolishing is always key.
Absolutely.
And
First 3 ends are figuring out the lines, what curls, what doesn't.
I didn't see. Was it Christina Lessie?
Yes, that was Christine's first shot.
And it looks like it's a little deep. Linda's able to sweep that out.
Just a touch.
All right, Sarah. Draw in.
Is it high skill? Am I pronouncing that right?
I believe that is
High
correct.
skill. That's what I'm going to go with for the rest of the broadcast.
Sounds commentator approved. It might be wrong, but
They
that's
gave
okay. Yet.
Yes. When she comes in and smacks me, then I'll know. This looks a bit wide, though.
More likely one of our lovely viewers will let us know that we are
And don't
mispronouncing
touch
it.
it.
This one also looks a little heavy.
Okay.
But it's slowed down quite nicely, but not nicely enough.
Yeah, doesn't need a brush.
It's going to get one, though.
Katie's going to jump on it.
Oh, it's just sticking around, though.
Yeah, little backbiter.
No, it wasn't going to do anything. No.
So yellow sitting one now. Christine lining up for her second shot. Looks like she'll be trying to draw around, draw behind that yellow guard again.
And if she's a little heavy this time, she's got backing.
Yes.
Looks like just a touch wide on the delivery. Sweeper stay off.
I think it's about the same width as the last stone.
It looks like a little wide to use the backing.
Yeah.
Might actually be a takeout.
Just barely, yes.
Yep.
I had to give her something to aim for, you know?
Same thing, draw in.
For those of you watching at home, be sure to tune into ESPN3 on your second screen. Don't turn us off, of course. But be sure to watch the second and third place game between Jones and Sweeting, I believe.
Looks like, yeah.
At the Home Hardware Canada Cup. This is, I believe, the second time they've played in 2 days. So
certainly a lot of familiarity there.
Absolutely. I'm sure Sweeting wants revenge for that loss she suffered to Jones. Back here on sheet B at the Potomac Curling Club, this one is also looking wide and heavy.
Yeah, they're having some trouble figuring out this line coming back down towards us.
Well, so early in the game, I mean, every rock you throw down that line speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So people keep throwing just a little bit lighter, and it keeps on going through the house.
Yep. At some point, they're going to throw like a 2-guard just to get it to the back line.
Hopefully, they'll be able to do it. All right, throwing for Team Millage now is Mary Millage.
Yep.
This definitely looks lighter.
Just a touch. Oh, it's much lighter.
Yes. Yes, this is going to be a guard. Unless they're able to...
No, it's a 2-guard.
Yeah.
Little overcorrection.
That's right.
That's quite normal.
Yep.
That's okay, though. That's fine.
Katie encouraging her teammates with positive thoughts about that rock. It is a nice guard. They'll hopefully be able to use it, draw behind it later, or raise it in.
And the sheet is still fairly clean. There's nothing in the house right now. So...
From Millage's perspective, the only disadvantage here is it's a yellow center guard instead of a red center guard.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, you can draw in, Carol.
Linda thinking about the fact that that's a red guard, not a yellow guard. So she is looking to clean this up and maybe get a little hit and roll in. Although with that ice, it's more of a draw. Yeah, this is a draw ice.
It's got a curl.
Yeah, got to get off the guard.
Looking like they're going to try to shoot that port. Here it
They're
comes.
awfully close.
Oh yeah, they've got to sweep now.
Yeah, it's a little light though. They had to
might
wait
promote
so
ours
long.
in. If not, it's going to put garbage up there. Okay.
It's a little more garbage.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great line. Just a touch light.
Even so, it's still a very serviceable guard.
Both those rocks are very raisable. You know, Millage can't take them both out at once, so I think she's up to just ignore them and try and draw behind her corner guard, which is a little bit of the opposite.
It's a bit odd, but at this point,
put it in the house behind cover. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're starting to run out of places where you can draw. So,
that's going to crash.
Yep. They're going to have to sweep this very hard, and even then, I don't think it's going to be okay.
They'll wind up with a nice raise line, but
no,
they don't think it has the weight. Oh.
Hard.
So close.
Not quite.
So close.
Promote it in, yes.
Now Linda calling
Sorry.
for the promote.
No, promote this one in.
We have 5 guards, nothing in the house,
that one.
but 4 rocks easily promotable to a great position.
Oh yeah. Linda calling to promote the stone on the left from our vantage point and from hers.
Okay.
Looking to knock it behind all of the mess in the center.
And the first person to do that is going to be in a very nice position.
Yes. Ooh, it looks a bit narrow.
Sweep!
I think they're going to have a better shot promoting this one on the center line if they ever get anything.
It's going to overcurl and
yeah, it is.
raise the red, if anything.
Oh, dear.
Yikes.
On the upside, she threw kind of light, too. But it's
going to be just enough to give red a biter.
Oh, that's a tough break.
And I don't know why, but the sheet sounds awfully lively right now. Must be some exciting action going on in the other sheets.
Just lightly, if you're wide, you can just come to here. That's okay. Be worried about. Or you can do high guard.
Yeah, a fair bit of action on
High guard?
sheet C. Looks like the red team is sitting
You're the
1.
best.
But if they're able to knock the 1 yellow stone out, they could be in for a big payday. So we'll keep you apprised.
That is so tempting. Now, yellow does have hammer up on sheet C, but should come down to the wire.
High guard. High guard. Oh, I'm glad that excites you as much as it excites me. Yes! Oh, high guard!
Oh, thank you, front end. Sometimes your skip comes down and they're a little blasé. Well, you gotta get them all excited.
Of course, yeah. You know,
High guard.
Sometimes it's tough to get excited for a high guard. But in this situation, yeah.
What you need.
Let's do it. Let's do the high guard.
This is a little wide and heavy, though.
It is, yeah. I'm not so sure that this is going to be a high guard.
You know?
Although, watch it curl.
It's going to be a guard. Unfortunately, it's a corner guard instead of a high center guard, but it does block the draw on the right side of our screen.
Yep.
Yes, but now Linda has ample opportunities to promote.
And I don't
Absolutely.
have to
She basically just has
really
to
hard.
chuck something in the general center of the sheet.
Give me about.
And she's going to hit one of her stones.
Okay.
But you know, me as
I'm
a skip,
thinking
I
that
always
one
look
of
for
them was gonna
what could
be
go
right.
wrong here. And
Right.
what could go wrong is hitting the center, or hitting the pocket of your 2 yellows, and actually promoting more reds in.
Ah, yes.
Or jamming on the reds.
That would be awful.
Good job. We have them on the run.
I like it's like bounces on the way down. I like that.
It's the intimidation factor.
It's
you know?
working.
It's working. Okay. We're going to promote the yellow one on the right.
I happen to be privileged enough to play a board game with some of
no,
these
the
players
one to the
last
right
night,
of that.
and
Yes.
you could just tell that this was going to be a fun game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And we don't have to promote it a whole lot.
There's a wonderful rapport between the Potomac Curling Club and the Curling Club of Virginia.
Absolutely.
You know, they are one of our sister clubs, really.
All right, you're welcome.
Dear.
Thanks.
Twice.
Twice.
Dobbs, why'd you have to bring up, promoting one of their stones in?
Kick it out. Kick it out. Sweep it out.
I
sweep
was
it out.
thinking the center ones. That
Well, you
wasn't
can't
even on my
promote that
radar.
No, that's like a...
No, it was wide and heavy. Actually, it was just wide. The weight was great.
I'm trying to think of a letter for what plan
The
this
ice
would
is
be,
just not
and I'm
going
struggling.
over there.
It was not a
I
plan.
should have
No.
seen that from your shot.
This may not be the right alphabet. This is like a plan oops.
Lambda, yeah.
I like that oops a lot. I'm going to steal it.
Yes. All right, well. Throwing the red rock, Katie is going to go again for this high guard. She looks a little heavy again. But if they sweep it, they can promote their red rock in.
Oh, yeah. But they're not looking
We'll just
to...
trade
Oh,
them back
no.
and forth.
Oh, no.
That sounds good.
Over curls and promotes the yellow rock in. Oh, no.
I guess.
Yes, she did, I think.
You're welcome.
Apparently, they're just trading opposite oops
Okay,
promotes.
and they
So
gave us one just now.
I think the
We'll
skips
take
may
it,
have
yes.
may have switched teams and not told us.
you never know.
I mean, weirder things have happened, right?
Maybe. I don't think so, but because this would be awfully weird.
Yes.
What were you saying?
All right. Linda's coming down to touch her ice to
Yep.
pick the best shot possible.
Yep. Oh, definitely. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
looks like...
Okay, we're going to promote the other yellow.
So they're going to promote the other yellow. I'm guessing the one
I
that's on
was
the center
trying
line.
not to be heavy. Yep.
I'm not sure how I feel about this one, to be honest. For one, they've had a lot of trouble promoting in the first place. And two, if they promote this one on the center line, they could be accidentally knocking out their stone that's already shot rock.
You know, if they didn't already have a rock pretty much on the button, I would worry about it more. But it's incredibly unlikely that yellow will raise red in for shot here. So while they missed this raise, they didn't do any harm.
That's true.
So it's still 1 yellow, no harm done. Tie game, move on to the third end.
I think it's just one.
What a mess.
Remember.
Oh.
I just
As
thought,
we
please
set
don't
up for
kick
the
mine
third
out
end.
and have it split.
Let me go ahead and give you guys a...
The way that was coming,
Some
that's what I
updates
thought
on
I
the
was
other
going to do.
sheets.
Go through that port.
On sheet A,
Oh, jeez.
the red team, I'm afraid I can't read the handwriting here. Looks like Beru, but there's a bunch of squiggles. They've got a 4-1 lead after 2 over Team Fermender, who's playing Yellowstones. On sheet C, we've got the Curling Chicks and Team Freeman. Team Freeman has taken 3 points so far. They lead 3-0.
Then sweet.
After the second end. And on sheet D, there's people in the way. I apologize.
Far
There
as
we go.
you can.
They are still in the second end. After the
you
first
can.
end, Team Fox was able to take 1,
Okay,
and they
good.
lead 1-0
All right.
over the Raptor squad. And Team Kirkman starting off with a very nice center guard from Kate Sun. Team Millage now looking to, looks like, I believe she called a draw behind.
Yeah.
It's like a bit wider than they'd have liked. A bit heavy, too. Oh, but it's sticking around. So while it is
Draw in.
a nice draw, it is completely
Here's
exposed.
good.
Linda now calling for a draw of her own, hopefully using the guard.
Hopefully, indeed. I mean, the reason you put up a guard is to draw behind it. So why not go for it now?
It's not curling. It's going to tick off of theirs, but bring it in. This is okay. Nope, not much. That's all right.
Yeah, it looks like that shot was a bit wide. It didn't curl as much as they'd have needed to. And now they're sort of bracketing the redstone.
Again, not a bad rock.
No, certainly
Not quite the rock they were looking for.
But again, with a fairly inexperienced lead, any stone in play is a good stone.
I don't know. I kind of expect more from Kate. She's on my pizza league too.
Ah, fair point.
Although this is ice where once you get outside, it's never coming.
No, not at all.
So
No, our ice gets very. I'm not sure what the
it gets
technical
straight
terms.
outside.
Sure, yeah.
That's a nice guard.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Guard fighter
We're going
from
to get all the way back to there.
Kirsten
Well,
Collins.
A girl can dream.
All right, Sarah. Over here.
Not sure what they're
If
talking
you're
about,
right,
but
that's fine too.
Looks like they're going to use the left side of the house now.
absolutely.
That makes sense. There's too much junk in the right side of the house right now. So let's go to the open side, work from there, and build up our defenses.
We do tend to see both of these teams preferring a finesse game. Lots of rocks in play. Generally not a huge fan of takeouts.
Yeah, there have been very few hits. Basically, except for that one heater.
No,
If it feels light, then sweep it.
I mean, I love watching
Sweep,
finesse
sweep,
games.
sweep.
There's
yeah,
so
certainly.
many angles, so many promotes, so many possibilities.
Sure,
But
yeah,
it can
eventually.
Bring it as far as you
Eventually
can.
with the hit game, you're just,
Let's get it
okay,
in.
hit it. No, it's less fun. With the finesse game, look at that. It's a very, very nice shot. Able to draw
Very
behind the guard.
nice.
And
That
actually,
is
Well done.
Well,
almost completely covered, if not totally covered.
it actually over curled. It exposed itself on the right side of our screen here.
Even so, you're still looking at about 25%.
Oh, absolutely. So you can't throw a heater at this. It's got to be a downweight hit. Katie's throwing very tight ice, but I don't think she minds if she clips the guard. That's
No,
plan
of course
B.
yeah.
Oh, that's curling early.
Yep, they're going to have to get on this if they even want to get the guard.
All right.
They're holding it nicely, though. Ah, peeling their guard.
Solid plan B.
Yep. And oh, that guard's actually sticking around on the far left side of the sheet. I mean, it's
Technically, it's in play. but
technically it's in play. It's not useful, but
not for anyone.
no.
Guard it up.
Linda calling for another guard.
You want a hand? Well done. Okay, let me just like
Yes.
They appear to be having a little equipment malfunction out there with our wireless skip mic,
wrap it
so we
around.
will tune those down for a moment.
Anything up there?
Here's Sarah High School with her second shot. Jumping on it quickly. It looks like it needs the weight and the line.
Okay,
These
that's
rocks
good,
can
that's
curl a
good,
lot
that's
at the
good.
end, so
Yes.
we'll see where this winds up.
Potomac Ice is
Bring it over
known for
little
having a
bit
lot of
more.
late finish.
Just
That is a very, very nice rock.
Yes, that didn't overcurl, as it were. And
Well, it's a little further to the side than their last guard, but that's a good thing.
yes,
So it's perfect.
is she calling for, what was that, an angle raise?
I don't know.
I think she may be trying to angle raise her biter guard into the Yellowstone that's closest to the center line.
That's a good guess based on the ice and based on the weight we're seeing.
it's gotta come over, way over.
Yeah, she's a bit wide. And
It's
kind of getting
it's gotta
caught out
come
in the
way
pocket.
over.
It's gone.
That's gone, yep.
Rats. Maybe. Okay.
I think it's a good idea, though.
Absolutely.
It's something they're going to want to look at again. They can't give that much ice.
Nah, no, not quite that much ice. You can go a little down
I
weight
was like, well, I
Yeah.
guess they can't read my mind.
because you don't even need to push the yellow rock out of play. Just get it out from behind the guard.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Make it easier to hit next time.
Yeah. Well, really, if you're able to just push it out even to the back 12, then it's not counting anymore.
That would be fantastic.
Linda setting up for, looks like another draw behind. I think she wants to play this a little deeper.
I was going to guess the guard, but
I'm afraid I didn't hear
Yeah. Well, we had our mic turned off, so.
Good point.
Even with the mic turned off, we heard that sweep call. It's by everything.
Oh, I think it was a bit deeper than she wanted. Is it going to stick around? Yes, just barely.
No, they had to sweep the line.
Do you think that's too much ice right here? All right.
They've got kind of a nice picket fence here, right down the center line.
3 yellow rocks, all in a row.
What did she say?
Red wants them
What
to
did she
go,
say?
go, go.
She thinks you better to air this way?
I know, that was bad.
Thank you for not making me say it.
You're welcome.
I'm going to blow your rocks out of the way.
Oh, I hear you. Back at you, you know? We haven't done our
fair
shots
enough.
yet.
And it looks like they're going to try this angle race again.
Absolutely.
Much tighter ice this time, which is, I think, a good call.
Yeah.
Might be a tougher play for the lefty. And I think it might be coming in on the inside.
Inside, off.
That's all right.
Maybe they get the other yellow out.
Get the other and then roll over and stick in the house.
What's that about blowing our rocks out of the way?
That's a solid shot.
Not the result they were looking for exactly, but still progress. And for those of you watching from the warm room, dinner is ready.
Choices.
So I haven't seen what's on the menu tonight, but I'm sure it's delicious.
It's one of the great things about Bonspiel. I mean, there's always good
know
food.
you did.
There's always plenty of it. And when you volunteer, you get free food.
Okay.
Yes.
So
All right.
for those of you interested in some free food, we encourage you to come volunteer for the Potomac Curling Club. We always need help with ice making or kitchen help or bar help or webcasting help.
Yes.
You could be the next commentator for the Potomac Curling Club.
Don't even have to win a reality show.
No entry required.
You want to draw in?
No purchase required. There we go.
You want to come this way?
And even more so than just getting free food, you know, it helps the club. You know, we're a I believe we are an all-volunteer club.
Absolutely.
And without the volunteers, we cannot do all of this.
Replace everything.
You know, all of our volunteer coordinators, all of our coordinators are volunteer, all of our ice makers are volunteer, and they are so very good. All of our cooks are volunteer.
Oh
Dear.
It
Yikes.
was narrow. That's why I didn't want her to come that way.
Unfortunately, yellow is no longer shot. Red is sitting one.
You got
Only
shot.
one, fortunately, for yellow. And for those of you interested, tonight's dinner is pot roast. I have been informed by our lovely webcasting assistant, Haley, who
Thanks,
is
Haley.
also our chat responder. So if you have a question and have gotten a wonderful answer in our chat room, you can thank Miss Haley. This is the last rock from Mary for Team Millage, throwing red rocks. Looks like they're trying to draw another one in.
Yes, they'll.
It's awfully tight to the guard.
No, they're okay for the guard.
Off.
They're clear for the guard. And it looks like. Yeah, it's going to be a great shot.
Ooh.
A little deep. Oh, no. That glided on them.
But I optimistically, it's second shot, but I'm not really sure.
That's why I wanted
Yes,
to
from
come
the overhead
other way.
cam, it's very hard to tell. I think if the end ended now, I would
Okay.
measure that.
Oh, absolutely,
But it's either second or third. Most
Two.
definitely.
absolutely.
I can.
All right,
Just
we're
lucky my
sitting
filter's on
two.
today.
We're sitting
Aw.
the second stone.
I don't know. I miss it.
Linda feels like she's got second stone.
They're one, we're two.
Okay. Always nice to have the R-Nice perspective.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, we've got
Here, try to-
the long view here, which is not
Try to
great for
kick this
determining
one and kick it out.
what's closest to the house or what's closest to the button.
And then we
We've got our
should
overhead
block up
cam,
this with
which
the
is
shooter.
pretty good, but not absolute. So sometimes you just rely on Linda to tell us.
And if I'm
Absolutely.
a little heavy, we draw in.
There's just this little ripple of giggling going around. That's delightful.
Certainly a little hush had fallen over the ice rink here.
Okay, they're one, we're two. We're going to try
They're all
to.
laughing and they're
I'm going to try and kick their shot stone out and block up that hole.
Linda is going to try and raise the yellow onto the red.
Or
But
if
if
I'm
she
narrow, I'm
is-
just going to draw in.
If she's narrow at all,
And I like that. Sounds great.
it'll
Vote
jam
of confidence.
on the red rock that's pretty frozen.
Yes, that's an
Very
interesting
nice
shot.
stones this end for you guys. Okay.
Not a ton of ice, so I'm expecting a good amount of weight here.
And yes, that was a fairly good amount of ice.
And the microphone is on the ice too.
Ah, so it is. I think it's going to have to move. Oh, here it comes. Looks like it's going to hit that red first.
I think it's got the yellow. Oh, nice shot.
Very nice shot. Great shot by Linda.
Well, red is definitely now second shot and third, but yellow is shot. Pardon me while I go fix this technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Sure.
Linda's husband, Russ, over here, letting us, showing off his appreciation for his wife's great shot.
Kisses forever, $1 million, and a hit and roll.
got all of that. You just got that red.
Done and done. Life complete. Somehow I feel like kisses forever and $1 million may be a little more likely in this circumstance.
Katie saying there is no doubt she is going for the hit and roll. She may be a bit wide. Looks like they're going to be promoting their red instead. Oh, very nice shot. They're working hard on it, and very nice. They're able to get that yellow out of the shot, and now red is sitting at least 2, maybe 3, depending on where that shooter ended up. But a very, very nice shot. Yeah, I would say red is sitting 3 right now. And now the big question for Linda is, where does she go from here? There's the 4 foot, nearly the 8 foot is wide open, with only the center guard to get around. But she has to remember that Team Millage does have the hammer. And if she throws something that could be easily knocked away, Team Millage could be in for a big payday. Unfortunately, Linda having a little trouble with her microphone.
I lost a puck. Not sure how I did that taking out my pants, but what are you gonna do?
There goes Linda with her last shot of the end. And looks like a decent line. Should curl enough to get around the guard, but now placement is really important. They want to make sure they're behind that center guard. Oh, no. Couldn't quite get it all the way around. Now they're just going to have to try to drag it in. It is a biter on the 12 foot, but unfortunately red is still sitting 3 with a wide open house to draw for 4.
So far, so
That
good.
is a tough break. She needed a little more oomph on that. There's Katie McCartney coming down the left side with the hammer of this end. really all she needs is full 8 for 4 points. It looks a bit light. They're going to have to work on this. They're all sweeping hard.
Guys.
Oh, no, not enough. So they're still checking. It's definitely at least 2 red.
Oh, well, she's a much better thinker than I am. Yes. That's why I have her, for the thinking.
They're still not 100% sure.
Even the warm room can't figure out what it is. I looked back there and he said, 1, 2, 3, who knows?
Well, someone decided.
They have decided. They haven't quite hung it yet, so
well, we just wanted hammer back. This is our end to get to 3.
All right.
Remember, we have to keep going. We have to keep going back and forth until the 8th end, and then
only
in 9.
I'll have
red
to lay down in the middle of the
that end. So
okay.
No,
after the
9th
third
end.
end, Team Millage
Oh,
now leads
2.
Team Kirkman
Okay.
3-1.
All right. This is doable.
A few more updates from our other games. On sheet C, Team Freeman has taken 2 more. They've now stolen twice in a row, and after 3 ends, they now lead the Curling Chicks 5-0. On sheet D, someone's standing in front there. There we go. The Raptor squad took 2 in the second. They now lead Team Fox 2-1.
Yeah.
And on sheet A, Team Barry? I'm guessing. Bem? Okay. That's supposed to be an M. All right. Team Bem has taken 5 points over the last 2 ends, and they now lead Team Fermender 5-1 after 3. Team Millage now with their has come down with their first stone, a very nice center guard. And now Team Kirkman looking to draw behind it. It looks like it's a bit tight on the guard.
Sweep it past the guard. It's not T, but sweep it past the guard. No.
No, I'm afraid that's going to crash.
Up! It's gonna tick on the guard. I was trying to get it past. No, it wasn't T. Okay.
Yep. A very nice center guard, but unfortunately there's already a stone as a center guard. Team Millage coming down again.
It's all right, it's gonna crash.
They're calling it narrow, and oh yes. Looks like that's gonna crash. I think didn't see it so much. It might go around the other side, but no, it's gonna crash on the yellow there. And now a fine wall of guards being built up for both teams. There are still supports to get around there.
Come through here. If you're up here, I'm fine too.
Linda calling for Kate's son to draw through the 2 red rocks. Although she said if she adds to the wall, no biggie. This looks a bit hot and a bit wide. It's not going to get around nearly as much as they'd like. And stay in play.
No, it's going to go through, I think. Nope.
Didn't
Okay.
quite.
Okay, good.
Almost sounded the T. Just in the
Okay.
12 foot there. So while it's unprotected, Team Millage is not going to go after it right now. There's still plenty of house available. Kate McCartney is looking to draw in again through the 2 red box. This is Christina Alessi with her first shot. This looks a bit better. It's definitely through the porch, as long as it can get around that center guard. It's through, but it might be a bit
Are you
heavy.
saying go, go?
Yes, and Linda working hard to sweep that out, and she does so. So right line, but a little too heavy. Here's Sarah High School with her first stone. Looks like they're...
Jordan!
Looks like Linda is now interested in
Sarah?
checking out the other side
Sarah,
of this house.
if you're light up here, that's fine too.
Deciding not to mess with the 2 red guards. Instead now looking to come between the red and the yellow. If she basically if she crashes under yellow guard, not so bad. She might be able to push hers in. I think Sarah may have come out a bit wide, but she's holding it nicely.
Let it curl. It's gonna tick off of the, it's gonna. Get the tick, get the tick.
And
Good, good. Okay.
well, it didn't quite
I thought
do what Linda
that's what I was
hoping.
counting for her to do.
It
is
did
I
tick
thought
off
she
the
would come
guard
down in
and
it.
add to the
That's
the
why I
wall
gave
of
her the
guard.
ice I gave her.
Little less ice. Yep. Hard, hard, hard.
The next stone from Team Millage coming down, and it looks like this is
Whoa.
going to be another crash.
3. Whoa.
If that, yes.
Yeah. We'll average it next time. Sorry, nest it out of the way.
Again, another wall of guards with just one lonely stone in the house. And while it is completely unprotected, both teams seem content to try to draw in through the wall. And so far, none has really been successful.
Guard it up.
Now Linda actually calling for a guard.
Sweep! Sweep! Sweep!
Oh no.
Okay.
Linda pushed one of the red stones forward, but it did not make it into the house as of yet. However, Katie McCartney is now very interested in promoting that stone that was just moved out of the way. Oh, it's Kirsten Collins coming down. Ooh, she's a bit narrow. They're going to have to try to hold this.
Whoa. Whoa.
And I think they may have better luck with promoting the one that's closer to the center.
You got a better one.
No. Unfortunately, this just opens the center line now.
Huh? I know nothing. I know nothing.
All right, Carol.
Again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Ladies Mid-Atlantic Bonspiel, hosted at the beautiful Potomac Curling Club in downtown Laurel, Maryland. My name is Steve Kaltenbaugh, alongside
She's always narrow.
Michael Dobbs. We are, well, Mike's currently taking a break. He'll be back in just a bit. But we're so glad you decided to join us. We're focusing in on Sheet B here, which is Team Kirkman playing the Yellowstones. Currently down 3-1 to Team Millage playing the Redstones.
Okay, no.
Very nice stone from Team Kirkman.
No.
Drawing right down the center, and while it's a bit deep,
well, it did eventually.
It's still got some cover. I'd say maybe a third to a half of cover. That being said, they Team Millage and Skip Kate and McCartney will be able to pretty much just follow it right down. I think it's a bit narrow. They're going to need to sweep this for a bit, make sure it gets through that port.
Get it by. All right.
Oh, they worked hard, but not quite enough to get it through the port. Although it looks like, yes,
Guard it up!
Nudge that one redstone into the house, though yellow is still sitting 2. Comes Carol Voss, the Kirkman Vice, with, I believe, her second shot. Linda just looking to guard it up, prevent
That's
any
fine,
future
just
promotes.
get over the hog.
Keep a very, very high guard if she can.
Okay, sweep!
I have to avoid that mess I made last end. But
That'll do nicely, putting it right on the center line.
Makes it
blocking a few of the promotes, blocking any sort of draw through the center.
But myriad of options.
There aren't a whole lot of options available. And it looks like Katie is...
Just try and hit one of those.
It looks like Katie is just going to throw it at her mass of reds. And hopefully something will spill into the house, and hopefully something will spill into shot.
Mary. Huh?
It's an odd situation, but I think it might actually be her best play. Because everything else is either a tough draw or a ridiculous pinpoint run back.
It looks like a bowl of Fruit Loops.
No,
like
I was
literally is what it
debating
looks
on
like.
which way to have you go, so we wouldn't have that chance.
So this is one of
But we all
the
did.
wonderful occasions where absolutely nobody has any idea what's about to happen.
Fine.
Oh, it's a bit wide though. And oh no! She decided to take out that yellow on the far side, the one that had been hiding for so long.
Well, we had to.
Now yellow only sitting 1.
I think I need to guard up theirs.
Thank you.
I need to guard up theirs. We can also, I can always promote the
That
yellow,
was like 8 feet
one
away
of the
from
yellows
the
on the
plant.
next time. Yeah. So,
Yes.
yep. Yep. So any place up here is fine. No. I want to come from this way.
Makes noises, things happen.
Because there's less chance. No, it just less chance of messing things up if I come from this side and I'm heavy. We've got all of ours here, so let's go here. Yeah. whatever. Yeah.
I know, I'm now.
Linda looking to lock up that sort of max anarchy shot.
Okay, we're going to guard up.
Katie had been thinking about.
We had to. Now we're sitting one, but we want to guard up the mess on the right so they can't promote. So anything over the hog line is fine.
Yeah? Do you
Are
like
you
them?
cavorting with
Do
the
they
enemy?
have that? They have that, right.
Always fun on the
Not
ice
a
out
word. Okay, we're going to guard up theirs. Okay. Just over the hog line. Nice and light.
Linda Kirkman now coming down with her first stone. I think it's a little heavier than she was hoping for. It's going to have to move. It's definitely over the hog line.
What was she?
She may have given too much
come
ice.
on,
Oh,
man.
no.
Thank you
Oh, no.
for fixing the things
She must not have seen where it was
not
curling
achieve.
to.
And unfortunately, she has pushed Red into shot.
Okay, so did you
Red
see
now sitting one.
on this side there's a ton of reds. On this side there was one. One.
Linda commiserating.
And I came from this side because
down there. Yeah. We love you though.
okay.
You gotta keep that Virginia, Maryland friendship going.
So now Katie
Oh,
looking to again throw that that sort of anarchy
same
shot,
thing.
hoping to
Except,
push
you
more
know,
of her
closer
stones
to
into the
what
house.
was intended.
I think if it goes through,
I
it
guess
ends
you
up
didn't see
knocking
where it
out
was
her
curling. I almost yelled for them to sweep, but I thought that
the other yellow stone.
you
So
saw it.
I
Oh,
saw
no.
it, but I thought it was slow enough. It was
Looks
going
like
to
she decided to throw it away.
Yes.
So we don't even have one. Oh,
Thank you.
No harm, no foul there. It's going to be
So-
pretty much impossible to get rid of that red
That's number
stone.
3.
if
in
I'm
this
able to
game.
come through here
hit this one.
into that one, it'll kick it out and we'll have
Yeah,
two.
it's gonna be pretty weird.
Hey,
this
I
is always
got
the
the
dangerous
only
spot
red one
when
on
you're
this
skip.
side of the
Yes.
sheet last time.
The last thing you want to
No.
do is have the hammer
If
and end
it's
up having to throw a
wide, it'll
miracle
kick
shot to
that
get one
into
or two.
that, yes.
Well, it could.
It could. No, let's go for that one. Okay, we're gonna go through and get the Plan B shot, the one that I tried to get, that I hit the last time and hit theirs in. And if I hit it right, it'll kick theirs out and ours will stick. Did we get it? No.
Oh, it's close, but
I
no.
think you just got
it's
one.
still one red.
This
So Team Millage takes
is
one
this
in the fourth
string
end.
driver.
Yes. I put it inside.
But
They're
yours
able to
is
steal,
coming up
and
through the
after
front.
4 ends,
Yeah,
Team
well, I
Millage
strung
currently
it
leads
through.
Team Kirkman 4-1.
Yeah, mine is in the back. Can you take that thing off of there? Okay.
I would just like an end where I don't fall on my ass. That's what I would like. You want a hand?
What was that?
You want a hand?
No. But thank you. I think that's better. Just kept.
Tight. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
How many did we get that time? Or did you get? Okay. Okay. Yep.
Apologies for that. We are back now in the fifth
Get
end.
it over. Okay, bring it in, far as you can. Bring it in. Bring it in.
They're hoping
Okay.
to bring it in. It's
That's good.
looking like it's about a 3-guard from my eyes. Can't quite tell how far that is. Millage now looking to
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
draw in behind that
Whoa.
that yellow guard. Welcome back, Dudley.
Thank you very much. The pot roast is beckoning.
Yes, they totally understandable.
Now I've got some pot roast in me, got my blondie in front of me, got my drink beside it, ready to watch the second half of the game.
All right. But while you were gone, we had a very interesting end. I don't know how much you saw.
I saw the end result, which I personally have to read. Hooray for one.
It was a tough play. Unfortunately, Linda made not the best shot and accidentally knocked the redstone into play.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yes.
But I think we've all been there.
Oh,
It's like,
absolutely.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I know, but I also didn't. I knew we were wide enough and over the other. I didn't want to drag it back. So.
Well, I guess we are here in the fifth end with Kate Sun throwing her second rock as lead for Team Kirkman. Looks like a guard call
Sweet.
with that line, but doesn't mind if this goes into the house at all.
Looks
Take
like it's
this
crashing
one,
right
bring
now.
it in.
Looks like they're going to try to promote that.
Thank you, Kate.
Don't mind that at all.
No, certainly not. Biting the 4-foot. Linda seems quite happy with that.
Yeah. It's probably a little buried behind the guard from the perspective of a right-handed thrower, but still totally hittable.
Yes, most definitely.
Katie giving quite tight ice because I know we've seen on this line that a lot of rocks just run super straight. So
Yes, they do.
we'll see what happens.
Yep. Yep.
The rock is away from Christine
That
here.
is tight ice, and unfortunately, it's drifting wide.
Yep. Hopefully it's light enough to come back, but
No, no chance.
No.
It's going to crash right on that red guard.
and unfortunately flop over to be a guard for shot rock. Not a great result for Team Red here.
No.
Okay, that
no.
was third shot? Yeah, fourth. Okay.
Now I'd say that shot rock is pretty much completely covered.
All right, Sarah.
Well, time for some takeouts. Maybe.
Come on down, guard up this spot. Top 12.
All right, Linda calling for them to just guard at the 4 foot, try and prevent Katie from putting anything in there. For those of you interested in some of the other games here in this draw number 9, I believe, over on sheet A, Bem is beating Fermender, a score of 5-1, I believe.
Yeah, 5-1.
Over on sheet C, Freeman has a solid lead over the curling chicks. The score is, I believe, 8-0.
Yeah, it looks like 8-0.
And over on sheet D,
It's not gonna go.
awfully hard to see the score, but looks like yellow is up.
3-1.
Raptor
You were
squad
getting
over
cold.
Fox,
You needed to
3-1.
sweep. Yes.
Katie calling for the takeout, and I think that's a good move. Looking to peel the guard.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter whether you peel the yellow one or the red one, just get rid of one of them
Yes.
and expose Shot Rock.
Yep. And if you run it back into Shot Rock, hey, so much the better.
Absolutely. Although, given this ice, it looks like she wants to clear the yellow one, open
Yes,
up the
definitely.
inside out at the Shot Rock. Solid weight.
Oh, yes. It's not going to move a lot. Oh, but it needs to move a little to get off that red rock.
But clearing the red is okay.
And away it goes.
Plan B all the way.
Down there. Messy, messy.
I see the sleeves came off. You're getting serious.
I'm warming up, man. You guys are making us work.
This is good.
It's the wonderful Mozart sleeves and the brain, or
That was the brain, yep.
yes, that was.
Split the house.
They're now out of play. You know,
Oh, they were loaned to our illustrious Bonspiel coordinator.
yes.
It's
who
okay if
I'm
you're-
not sure where she went.
Sarah,
A little scared
it's
now.
okay. if
That
you're
big brain,
light
she can go
too.
wherever she wants.
That's a fair point.
Somebody with me.
So it looks like Linda is calling for another guard. I thought she was going to try and guard up the left side of our screen, but it looks like she's given ice for guarding the right side and guarding Shot Rock,
Yes.
which I agree with this call.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to go after the left side of the house right now.
Oh, but
She
this
goes
is
the side. Yeah, it
wide.
is. Yeah, it is.
It's slow enough it might come back, but I don't think so.
No, not quite. It looks like it's just going to
It
run
might
straight out there.
settle.
And it's gliding, too.
No.
Pretty heavy. It might stick in the house, but nope. It's
No,
going all the way
just
through.
a cursory brush, and it's gone.
All right. Yellow with one in the house.
Yeah.
Red sitting second
A
shot.
little-
Millage is calling for the takeout here.
Yeah.
Well, McCartney for Millage.
Yeah.
You're right.
That would be some excitement over on sheet A we're hearing.
It's in the fifth end over there. Team Bem was able to take another 3, it looks like.
Woo!
They've opened up an 8-2 lead over Team Fermender.
Nice showing from Bem there. Certainly helps when your skip has national experience.
Oh, definitely.
All right, this is Mary for Team Millage here.
Yeah.
The namesake of the team.
Whoa.
Definitely tight. They are going to be on that guard all the way.
Oh, yes, it's going to be...
Oh, it's a little light, too.
Oh, yeah, they're not even going to be able to field this. It's just going to be...
Well-
oh, no, it's going to have enough to go on.
They do run it straight back, expand the guard coverage just a little bit,
Yes.
but not a horrible shot. It's okay. Makes the yellow guard a red guard,
You're tight and light.
but the hit is still there. The draws are still there. Plenty of opportunities available for both teams to make this a good end.
Oh,
Let
certainly.
me go.
As we move
here.
on to the rocks of the back end.
Indeedy.
Yeah.
This is Carol Voss
Oh, of
for
all
Team Kirkman here.
Carol give that a decent-sized shove. She's looking to hopefully peel out, but no, that's moving the other way.
She might wind up hitting the back of the house red, which is just fine. Hopefully she sticks around.
Oh, yes. And, oh, yes.
Sticks around.
Yes.
Very nice, Carol.
I'm a bit surprised they didn't try to sweep that out.
I don't think a skip sweeper would have been able to sweep that out of the house, but certainly would have been worth a try.
So yellow now sitting 2. Shot Rock still just biting the 4-foot. Again, there is a red guard. I'd say maybe covering a third on the inside.
Agreed. Covering about a third, but still very easy to throw a lightweight come around and tap that back a little bit. Or
Yes, but we've seen that a lot of players have been wide on this right side of the ice. And
Absolutely.
once you're wide, you're gone. You are not coming back.
You were just too excited.
I would still want to play the hit
Oh, yeah.
because you don't mind clearing the red guard because it opens up the hit on your next
Says
shot.
with
But
authority, you just go for
I
it,
mean,
right?
really,
Yeah, I agree.
not quite nose, but just to the left side of that guard, you can run it back.
oh, run back to the doubles, and hit and sit.
I mean, I don't think you need to stress a double. That's a
No, just get the one.
That's what, a double 12-foot run back.
It's only a 6-foot run back.
I mean, it's pretty, but that's the sort of thing you see in all-star shows.
Definitely not necessary at this level of play.
No.
Just get the one. Katie calls them on early, but they are well around this guard here.
Yes,
Gonna get the hit.
They're going to get the hit, yes, definitely.
Probably
Very
going
nice
to
shot.
roll out, pop, and roll, and sweep, and out.
Nice shot.
Solid effort there from Mary.
Getting rid of that troublesome shot rock.
Mm-hmm.
So now yellow only sitting 1 with a
Top
wide
12,
open house.
top 8 is fine.
Remember, there is still 1 red guard.
We're probably going to see that come into play in these next couple of rocks because somebody's going to get behind it.
Linda is hoping that it's going to be Carol.
That's not a bad effort here.
I'll try to do the same for you.
I'm guessing it's a little light, but
I agree.
Okay,
But the line looks fine.
it's around the guard.
bring it.
They stayed off of it for a long time.
It looks like it's just going to be a center guard. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to bring it all the way in.
Oh, it's in.
Just biting.
Just biting. All right, good enough.
And now by the skin of their teeth, yellow is sitting 2.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if Katie opts for the hit here or tries to draw around the red guard and be shot. I'm guessing the draw around the red guard.
Yeah,
It's
I see no real reason to hit here. Because if you hit, you're most likely not going to be in play.
Well, if you could nose hit that yellow, and then you would have the center guard, and yellow would try and draw around, and then you can raise and be under cover.
True.
That's I believe it's the safer shot because you're less likely to give up 3 or 4.
That's true.
You are more likely to give up 1 or 2. But
Just a draw.
At this point, Team Millage is up 3 points. At this point, Team Millage is up 3 points, so they've got the leeway to work with. They just don't want to give up the big end.
exactly, well, it's almost a contradiction because you're in the lead. You've got 3 points, which you can feel a little freer to take a few risks and go for a big end that'll really put the game away. But it's also, hey, we've got 3 points. We don't need a big end. We can just keep trading 1s and 2s and win the game eventually that way.
Right.
But Katie has opted for the draw here. She was a bit wide, but the weight is perfect.
Oh, yes, very nice.
So she is shot here.
Eventually.
She's exposed, but does have a little bit of a jam possibility about 3 feet behind her.
I've got to
Yes,
come in and
if Linda decides to come in around roughly that same area, or roughly that same line, then
Yep.
she could definitely jam on it. She's going to
Yeah.
have to hit either nose or
Kick
just
ours
slightly on
out,
the
yeah.
inside and
Oh.
take that Yellowstone out of the equation.
Linda sees the best shot here very quickly is to come down with a light hit, hit the inside of that red rock,
Right,
roll to
that's
the center
the
line
fine.
ideally, and then pop them out and sit 3.
Yeah, if she's able to roll behind the center line guard, that would be huge. Even just to the right of the center line, because there is still that red guard in play.
Any kind of roll to the left here is going to make it very hard
We're
for
gonna
Katie to
try
come
to hit
down
and roll.
and be shot.
You're right, that red guard would come into play.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to touch on one side or the other.
Somebody was going to hit it.
If it touches
Or get
straight
behind it.
on, it'll kick ours out. Or you know what? Well, I could just promote our yellow in. Move it.
Linda considering a change in the call here from the hack.
Huh? What? Yeah.
She's thinking
I'm
about
going to promote our yellow.
She is changing
Promote
the call.
our yellow.
I'm not sure I agree with this.
Especially from that side, I would throw this from the left side.
Well, oh well, no, she's gonna make the promote from the correct side. But
Yeah.
I guess the benefit
Yes.
to this is you're leaving that last hit for your last shot.
That's true.
You know,
And if
and
I'm-
at that point you don't mind hitting sitting.
And if you mess this up
And
and
if
you
I'm
throw
light,
too light,
then it
she can
takes
still stick around.
covers
Exactly.
that hole.
So certainly not what I would throw, but we can justify it.
Certainly.
All right, the rock is away. Looks a bit heavy,
Yeah,
and
it
a
does
bit
look
wide.
Oh, baby.
Oh, they're sweeping
Here
for
it
line.
comes. It's moving quickly.
It's gonna little tap.
Oh, that was a big tap.
Big tap.
And instead of a gentle promote, Linda peels out her own stone.
Yep.
That's a tough break.
I had it without
Tough break.
the sweep.
But the nice thing is it opens up the center.
Sweep
does.
made it hit
Makes
on
it
the wrong
last
side.
rock draw to the button easier.
Yellow's still sitting 2 and 3, so if they want to go for that hit,
Yep.
it's still there for now.
Well, Katie's
on
just looking
how
to
he does.
put a second one in the house here. She's a little wide, but this means the rock's going to die on her, so the sweepers need to put it in the house. They're staying off and finally jump onto it near the hog line.
I think it's got the right way. Look, they're looking around the tee. And a little deep.
Little deep, but it is now perfectly parallel with their own rock.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
great
need to
shot.
try and-
Eliminates any chance of the double.
Yep.
Good weight call from the sweepers there to know not to sweep it.
Yes. Katie giving us a pretty massive sigh of relief.
She's feeling okay about that shot. Certainly not a perfection, not a confidence-inspiring shot, but you know what? It was good enough.
Oh, yes.
Now we have Linda here trying to match Katie's effort, trying to draw to the 4-foot circle here.
Yes, this is hammer for this end. So,
Look at it curl.
Oh,
They got to
dear.
keep it around the guard.
oh, it's just taking.
Oh,
that's a
no.
tough break. And red is going to steal another 2.
Yikes. 2 more for red means a total score of 6-1. Millage over Kirkman right now after 5 ends. 3 ends to go here on Sheet B from the Potomac Curling Club.
A few updates for you. As we mentioned before, on Sheet A, Bem is currently leading Furbender. That score is 8-2 after 5 ends. On Sheet C, the Curling Chicks were able to take 1 in the 5th. They now trail Team Freeman 8-1. And on Sheet D, Team Fox was able to take 4 in the 4th end. Very nice. They now lead the Raptor squad 5-3.
Fun tidbit, Team Fox is from Curling Club, Virginia, same as Team Millage here on Sheet B.
Very nice. Yes, we've got quite a few representatives of the Curling Club of Virginia here. Just on this sheet right now.
Yep, I believe they brought 3 teams to this event, 2 of which are obviously still playing. I don't know what happened to their 3rd, but I believe you can follow all the action online on curldca.org, or you can ask us, and we'll actually just go walk over to the draw and look at it. McCartney here calling for a guard. Actually, looks like she called for the draw-in, but the rock's a little light. Winds up with a very, very tight corner guard. About 2 inches outside the house.
So now it's 6-1, right? Yeah, 6-1. We've got 3 ends to go. If you're Linda, is this desperation time?
No, not with 3 ends to go. I mean, even when you're down a lot of points, there's really no other strategy but the basic. Put up a couple of guards, get a couple rocks behind them, and you need a few mistakes from the other team. Which I mean, we're not professional curlers. We're not playing in a national event.
Certainly.
These are games where anything can happen. So the only
it
thing you can do
across.
is play your game. What this does eliminate, really, is
Okay,
the clean
good.
game. But we haven't seen that from either team so far, so
Right, yes.
I wouldn't expect them to abandon the clean game. They're going to stay with the finesse game, stay with lots of rocks in play, and just try and get those rocks that aren't quite there to be better rocks. Be in play. Be
That makes
shot.
sense.
Get those little tick and rolls.
Well, hopefully by
yeah,
now they
yeah.
have a little better idea of how the ice works. The right side going away from the warm room, the left side coming back, is definitely hanging out. It's still running very straight.
Absolutely.
All right.
I
all
feel
right.
like there's a lot more action on the left side.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Agreed.
Houston.
And you can see just right now, this shot falling away from the center line, providing it's got some decent cover from the guard. But did you see how much that moved at the end?
Oh, in the last 12 feet, it moved 4, at least.
Yeah.
So, no, it is amazing how much of a finish we get,
If you
especially
drop
on those
a guard,
inside-out
that's fine
shots.
too.
Yes.
Once they cross the center line, they just move laterally, and you can put them behind pretty much anything. Now, it's great on a draw. It's incredibly frustrating on a takeout.
Very true.
Because takeouts should not move that much.
No.
And yet, they do.
And yeah, you have to put a little bit more mustard on it, or give yourself more ice.
Give yourself a ton more ice. This rock is looking a little light for what she
Oh
wants.
yeah, they're gonna have to work on this. They might end up just ticking their own guard.
They're over the hog line. It's in play, which was the critical component.
Bring it
A
in.
good sweep
Oh
there,
yeah,
though.
very nice. Linda now joining in, and they are going to bring it
Okay.
into the house.
Good,
Not
thank you,
quite
thank
shot,
you.
but it's definitely behind the guard.
Very
Behind the
nice.
guard. Unfortunately, it provides better coverage to Red's rock behind the tee line, but it is still early in the end. You can build up ways to get at that rock.
Yes, and there's still room on the outside, I believe.
Very true.
Get that crowd
While we have a
next, so
moment
it's
here, we
fine.
do want to give a big shout out to all of the volunteers here
Oh,
who
yes.
have made this event possible. I mean, we've had lots of different people helping on webcasting. We have our fantastic kitchen crew led by, I believe,
Yeah.
Lisa Andrew, who always does a wonderful
nice.
job in the kitchen.
And of course, we cannot go without saying the wonderful talents of Mr. Melvin Shaw,
Absolutely.
our main ice
Whoa.
prep guru here. And in fact, Melvin will be joining me for casting our next draw of round 6.
Wonderful. I know we've enjoyed his sultry voice,
Yes.
curling
Dulcet tones.
wit on the air already this spiel. Always nice to have him on the broadcast.
The applause was for Sheet C. They finished up. The Team Freeman has taken the victory after 5 ends.
They will take that moral victory. Well, curling chicks will take the moral victory. Freedom will take the actual victory and move on to the next game.
Yes.
Over here on Sheet B, we did have Yellow clear one of their own guards. Or sorry, it looks like Red. I don't know what happened. This is what happens when I don't pay attention to the game for a
Yes, I
while.
believe Yellow cleared one of their own guards.
Okay.
And
we do
now
have
it looks like they are trying to get around on the outside and take out that red. And it looks like on Sheet A, they have also finished up. We'll let you know what's going on there in a second.
Take this
absolutely.
one in.
Here on Sheet B, they do raise their own Yellow rock just
Okay.
a little bit.
Red's still shooting
All right.
shots, sitting shot though.
Yep.
That's what
Yes,
I
on
thought
Sheet
she
A,
would-
Team
that's
Bem
what I
has
thought
taken the
she
victory
would
over
do.
Team Fermenter. So well done to them.
What was that?
Indeed, they will move on, and I
Look at
believe
look at
play.
You did several times.
Are they in Sheet
You
C?
also did
I think
what
they
I
play it
counted
later tonight
on.
now, but
A couple of times.
we'll have to look at the draw.
Ah, yes. You know what? I'll go ahead and run over and do that now.
Perfect. We shall keep the audience entertained. Well, the curlers will keep us entertained. We'll just commentate a little bit. Of course, if you really want some good entertainment and feedback, you should be in our chat room right now, talking with our wonderful text correspondent, Haley Tamburello. This is Christine throwing for Team Millage.
Whoa.
She is on the guard. Katie smartly coming
It's
off
gotta
to get a
come
straighter
straight
raise.
into this one.
They do wind up raising the rock into the house,
Same difference,
into
different
second
stone.
shot position.
Huh? I miss you.
All right, Sarah. Come on down. Same thing.
Linda realizing there's just too many other rocks in play. She's just got to beat red to the button here. Going to try and draw behind the red guards and see if she can't start building some points.
Whoop.
Hello, I'm back from looking at the draw.
Wonderful. What does the draw look like?
The draw looks like all of these teams are in the Plainfield event, which I'm afraid I don't know what letter that is, but I do know that all of
She
your
was
winners will be
narrower
playing
than I
again at
thought she
8:45
would be.
tonight.
Ah, well, the Plainfield event is actually our C event, and I had an interesting conversation with one of our coordinators the other day about why the events are named what they are. So those who look at the draw might realize that we have our Philadelphia event, our Potomac event, our Plainfield event, and our Chesapeake event. Now, those in order are A, B, C, and D. And they're named that way because that is the order in which the clubs were founded.
Ah,
Philadelphia is the oldest club, Potomac being the second oldest, followed by Plainfield, and then Chesapeake, of course, being the newest club here in our Mid-Atlantic Curling Association.
okay. So despite
Yeah.
Philadelphia, despite us obviously being in Potomac, Philadelphia gets the A event.
Indeed. And that's partly because there is a trophy with the Philly name on it.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. It's got the famous Philadelphia Love sculpture on it.
Ah, nice.
And the Chesapeake trophy, I believe, has a crab on it.
I expect
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
less from them.
This is not
Exactly.
a shake. Okay.
Not a shame. I'm not qualified.
This is
I'm
just
buying
Has
you
some little
beverages,
team
you
versus team
know.
bonding there.
The beverages are coming. All right, Carol.
Oh, come on, Linda. Not coming too soon.
Oh,
You
no.
can put a rock on the forefoot.
Yeah, come through over here.
Really, depending on what happens, I think Linda could make some shots here.
Absolutely.
Now,
No.
her two stones are totally exposed right now.
Yeah, but Red's not going to go after him.
No, of course not. Why would they do
They like
that?
him as guards. Nah, we can see a total skips deuce here, or even 3 points. All she needs is to start drawing behind. And now, unfortunately, this rock looks a little wide.
Okay,
It's a little
sweet.
wide and a little heavy.
If she can
but-
tick off her own rocks,
I think that's the plan,
No.
but it's not enough.
well, she moves her rock closer. She is now sitting second shot and blocks up the middle to lead for a raise later.
I'd say she's, what, second, fourth, and fifth. Now, that first stone, she should be able to run back on. Not so bad. Getting that other stone out of the way is definitely a challenge. And again, all three of her stones are well exposed.
Mm-hmm. You know, if I were Katie McCartney here, I would just actually hit that center yellow. That's the danger rock at the moment, because you know the next thing Linda's going to do
No.
is promote that center yellow
Yeah.
rock.
That's true.
I mean, it's a little dangerous because there's jam possibilities, but you know what? You do have quite a margin for error. Just go for it.
We can. That's fine.
See, depending on how much
All
I
right, that's
trusted
fine.
my Vice,
That's very true.
the team I usually play with, our Vice is Spencer Stevens, who's a very, very solid hitter. I would try to go for the double on the left side. You might have some trouble jamming, but if you throw enough weight at that, no, seriously, just come a little bit on the inside of that front rock, you'd be good to go.
You're right. I mean, my only problem with that would be you're exposing your shot rock. I really like this one here that she called. It's
Oh
just
yes,
take out the
she's
center
just
yellow.
throwing a heater.
You can flop over a little bit, and she threw this on the pro side miss.
Oh, very
That is
nice.
just fantastic.
Knocking that second stone out of the way, still in
Mhm.
play, but it's not going to do any damage.
Absolutely. You didn't even need to move that second yellow rock. All you need to do was get rid of that yellow in front, take away their raise.
Yep, and now That's I mean, taking out that second stone was a bonus. I believe we call that a plan A+.
To that,
I've never heard it called
take
that.
it out.
Well, that's, on my team, we call it a plan A+.
Take this into that.
You're not
take
quite
it out.
expecting plan A works, and then, hey, something else could happen.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Little extra credit, so you got an A+. I'll buy that.
102%.
Well, that's not an A+. That's just extra credit.
That's true.
All right, here comes the rock from Carol Voss.
Sweep, sweep,
Linda, I believe, called for the raise or the tick and roll in.
All the way.
And she is calling the sweepers on very quickly.
It's a little light.
It's a little light, and I think it may be accidentally pushing that red in a little bit farther. Oh.
Little tick.
Oh, they got around it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
they
a tough
needed
break.
a tick. They needed to either tick the red or tick the yellow. Oof.
Yep.
Rough.
Yep.
That was a tough break. They swept it so hard that it had too much on it.
Well, yeah. They had to sweep to get around, and
Yeah.
that's all right.
That's good.
And now a golden opportunity for Katie McCartney.
Yes.
With 4 stones in the house.
Sword.
Never mind. Never mind.
You know,
I know.
it
we
could be
scored
seen as
again.
being greedy, where you do take out the yellow and flop to the button, but it's also the safe shot.
Yeah.
Don't give them any kind of an opportunity to just hit the yellow rock.
6 feet wide.
Yeah. And let's face it, if this happens, you're essentially cutting Linda to 1 at the best case, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if this game will continue. This looks a bit inside.
So she's not going for the takeout here.
No, it looks like she...
Going for the raise or the guard or the draw.
I think she's okay with either one, but I think she threw it a little heavy.
Yep. Little heavy. Just going to pass right on through the middle.
Yep.
Which, no harm.
No, certainly not.
Okay.
Well, certainly not what she was looking for, but she didn't run the yellow back into the red and leave yellow sitting shot.
Yes.
So,
Drawing
not the
it,
worst
yes.
case scenario, which is often how you win games.
Yes. As
called-
you said, the pro side miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks
I
like-
I do have to often stop and just remind myself, okay, what's the worst possible thing that can happen here? Don't
do
come
that.
anywhere near that. Don't just throw it away if you have to. Just don't come anywhere near the worst possible thing that can happen, because inevitably
It's going to happen.
it's gonna happen.
Linda getting ready now. Looks like she's just going to try to draw behind some of the red guards. She will definitely need to stay. She definitely wants shot, though. So
Absolutely.
looks like red shot now is full 8. So
Right.
she should probably get a 4-foot biter
Absolutely.
on the right side. You know, if she could just walk it down and put it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In front of the T line, right behind those red guards on the left side of our screen.
At least biting the 4-foot.
This is a little.
It's heavy, too.
Yeah. But you can get a nice tick off the red.
Oh, I think they should have
It's a
gotten on
bye.
a bit earlier.
They got the tick.
But it's a little too much. It's behind,
Ah.
and they're able to sweep it.
And
And is that out of play?
but
Yes, it's
it-
out of play.
It's
Well,
out of
not
the
play,
scoring
but it's
zone.
It's out of the house, yes.
Out of the house. And unluckily, the red they ticked off of jammed on their second shot yellow.
Oh, no.
And red is
Yeah,
now
we
sitting
put it up
2. I don't think that's the worst possible result, but
It's not great.
no, not great at all.
Here's Katie with her second stone.
Katie's just looking to draw top house. Doesn't mind the guard. Anything in play here. Looks a little heavy.
It does,
But-
but it's going to bite, and I think it's going to move on her.
Should get the raise, could get the tick.
Maybe just looking to push that yellow back a little bit. No.
Nice.
Winds up reducing her rocks from first and second to only first.
Yes, yellow now sitting second.
I'm trying to imagine a rock that can get yellow 2 here. And
Okay. It doesn't
I think
matter.
you'd have to. I mean, my
Pick
geometry
one.
is not great, but you're going to have to hit on the outside of that red rock closest to
Wow.
the yellow.
Given the ice and the weight she's throwing, it's just a draw.
No, yeah, she's not interested. She's just looking to draw for 1.
Yes, it does!
Oh,
Oh, they're saying they need it.
it needed it for line, unfortunately. It just really moved on them early.
Oh, yes, it did.
About halfway down the sheet, it just cut. And
That's a tough
unfortunately, it's going to promote red in for 2.
That is a tough break.
Yeah.
So red takes 2 that end.
Unfortunately, it is now a score of 8-1, Team Millage over Kirkman. We see our skips coming down here, walking hand in hand for a bit.
If you scored, we'll keep it. If we got 2, I'll take it back. All right.
We're going to overhear a bit of the conversation.
What was the, so who's 2 red? We shook. I'm not
And
taking the shit, yeah.
Here come the handshakes.
Yes.
So, good game to all curlers there. Definitely a fun game to watch and
Certainly.
entertaining game to listen to.
Good curly.
Hopefully, we kept you informed as to the progress of the game.
Yeah, Team Millage again takes that game over Team Kirkman. They will move on in the C event playoffs.
Yep.
Where they will play again around 8:45 tonight.
Absolutely. They won the right to play again tonight. Which, fortunately, it's only a 2-game day and not a 3-game day.
Ooh, those are tough.
Some of our teams played 3 games yesterday, and I'm sure they were pooped.
Oof. The only game left is on sheet D. The Raptor squad was able to, looks like, I can't see if they took a point back.
I believe they took 1 point in the 5th.
Okay, so they now trail Team Fox 5-4.
Yep, Fox is still leading after 5 ends. They are approaching the end of the 6th. We'll see if we can't reset our scoreboard here and swing the cameras over to catch the tail end of this game. Although there might be 2 more ends, so we could have another half-hour curling to go.
That's fair.
As our wonderful operator here has swung the cameras over to sheet D, we see that the Raptor squad, in throwing the yellow rocks, has just drawn into the house.
Very nice.
They currently sit 1. It's not quite buried. I would guess you can see about 3/4 of that rock.
Oh,
Jen
yes,
Fox
it's-
immediately calling for the hit. Jen Fox throwing the hammer here on sheet D. She is got super tight ice for this hit.
Oh, yes.
The broom is on the edge of the rock, maybe an inch extra. I would expect to see some significant weight here, especially since she's going to already be over the center line.
Yeah, she's looking to blank this end. She's just looking to move on, keep the hammer for the next.
It's already on the guard.
Yep, this is trouble.
And it picks and is suddenly 3 feet off and raises the yellow in. Hopefully this goes through the house.
Oh,
It does.
Yes.
It does. She does no harm.
Despite her best efforts, unfortunately.
I mean, I can't believe that rock. She needed more ice, clearly.
Yes, no doubt.
But it also must have picked.
You were talking earlier about the worst case scenario. That was very nearly the worst case scenario.
Very nearly.
Whew. So the Raptor squads will take 1 from the 6th end. Or, yes. And they have now tied it up after 6, 5-5.
Absolutely. I'm betting we're going to see all 8 ends here. So
I suspect so.
sit back, relax, and join us for another good solid half-hour curling here at Potomac Curling Club. First rock away for Raptor Squad. I believe they are from the Bucks County Curling Club, one of our newer curling clubs here in the area. They're a couple years old, but they just recently went dedicated. It's a very fascinating story. If you care to ask any of the Bucks County Curling Club members about it, I'm sure they'll be happy to share. They used to be an arena club, but I believe about a year ago, they kicked the hockey people out and took their rink and made it dedicated curling. It is a 2-rink facility, so one of the rinks is still hockey, but the other is now dedicated to curling. And I got to tell you, having played there in 2 Bonspiels, it is very nice ice and very nice people. Although their warm room is a little cold, since their warm room is in the ice shed right now. But I know they've got some future plans to fix that, and we look forward to seeing how they improve their facility and continue to be one of the, I'm going to say, premier curling spots here in the GNCC. All right, Team Fox almost scooting by that guard. They just tick it and keep rolling. It is not going to wind up in the house. Nope, not at all in the house. Raptor Squad here trying to draw behind the center guard. And a successful draw. It's going to overcurl just a touch, but it's great weight sitting top 4 foot. Fox tried to get a team to draw around that as well, and they do get by the guard, wind up in the house on the right side of our screen, right on the tee line. Not a bad placement. Jen clearly trying to keep the front exposed. Doesn't want things to get too complicated when it comes time for her to throw her 2 rocks at the conclusion of this end. Raptor Squad second here, are away with her first rock. Definitely going for a takeout here. We'll see if it holds the line. Towards the wall, it can be a little tricky. Sweepers haven't put a brush to it until now. At this point, they have just swept it by. Unfortunately, that rock just went right through the house, didn't touch anything. This is BJ Paulsa throwing for Team Fox. Jen has called for a takeout here. She just wants to clear that center guard. For a traditional play here, just keep the center open. Rock is right near the center line. They're going to have to hit this pretty well to make sure that everything goes away and nothing sticks around. Oh, it's getting close to a jam, but well thrown, well swept. Good rock. Raptor squad calling for a center guard here to protect their shot rock sitting in the 4-foot. Raptor squad sweeping this hard to make sure it gets over. Sweeping the line also because it is just moving away from the center line awfully quickly. They do get it in play, maybe? Sigh of relief as it is over the hog line. Unfortunately, not protecting shot rock at all. Jen Fox immediately calling for the hit on that yellow rock. Probably plans on rolling away from the center line. But the primary objective is definitely to hit here. Second BJ with her second of 2 rocks away. Awfully tight, but it's on the correct side of the center line. We'll see how much this rock moves at the end. Gets the hit.
Very nice hit.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Clears out the center, rolls all the way to the side, above the tee line. Red currently sitting 2, and probably under cover, depending on how that yellow guard lines up. Kind of hard to see from this angle.
Even so, it's going to be very tough to get around that yellow guard, certainly on the outside, because we know how hard it falls towards the wall.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much impossible. They're going to have to go around the left side of that yellow guard, as they're trying to do.
I think they're just calling for a draw here. They were trying to corner freeze for those red rocks.
But it didn't move nearly as much as they were expecting.
No, it hung on the left side of the center line for too long. Didn't pick up enough curl. So I'm going to bet Jen quickly goes for the hit here.
Yes, that yellow shot that was just thrown is wide open.
Absolutely. This is Alex Carroll, I believe, throwing for Team Fox. Skip calls the sweepers on it immediately. She was awfully tight to that broom.
Oh, able to get around the guard,
gets by the guard.
Very
Hits
nice.
shot rock.
Nice one of her own out, but not so bad.
That's fine. The only disadvantage really here is that the red rocks are now both behind the tee line. So Raptor Squad is going to play hard to freeze to those and wind up being shot rock while frozen with backing.
Yeah, so they're giving a lot of ice there. They're expecting a lot of curl.
Absolutely. And I don't know if that'll happen based on what we saw in their last shot.
Yes, it's going to have to move across the center line first very quickly so we can garner all that curl. And there it goes. But I think it's a bit heavy.
The weight's okay. It's not moving as much as they expect it to. Yet again, it winds up just about 1.5 feet, 2 feet from the center line, completely exposed. It's probably a little undercover with that guard.
Alex can get another shot at this. Yes, if you were in the worm room tonight, or if you're playing Come Down, don't forget we are having a 50-50 raffle.
Absolutely. 50% goes to support the Potomac Curling Club, and 50% is yours if you win.
Yeah, you don't just automatically get the 50%. You have to win the raffle.
Ooh, Alex looked a little wide here. Let's see if this rock can come over and still make the hit.
No.
Just enough.
And is able to avoid her red stones as well.
Oh,
very nice pair from Alex.
That hooked so much at the end. 2 solid shots. We are now on Skip's rocks. All right, this is Skip for Raptor Squad here. She is yet again calling for the freeze, trying to draw into the house, be shot rock with the red rocks as backing.
Looks like she's taking a little bit less ice.
It's about 6 inches less.
And it looks like she came out with a little less mustard.
Gonna count on her sweepers to get it there. I mean, she only has to be full 8 foot. Oh, looks a little light.
No,
Jumps
they
on
might
as
be
a
crashing
third
on the guard if
sweeper.
they're not careful.
Oh, they're by
Yeah,
the
they're
guard.
by the guard.
Yet
But
again,
now-
it's not curling. And they have to go for weight, but you know what? That's
No.
not a horrible plan B because it's another guard. You can draw behind it on your next one or raise
Yep.
it. So it's certainly better than being heavy.
Certainly, yes.
But I'm certain she also wishes she had another 8 feet on that rock to try
Oh,
and
yeah,
put it
no
on a
question.
T-line.
It looks straight from the get-go that she was light.
Pardon me, as one of your commentators is distracted, filling out my 50-50 tickets.
So this is one of the nice things about Dobbs having such a short last name. You can whip through these tickets so quickly. He'll
Well.
be back before the next stone is thrown.
And it
More or
might take
less.
me a bit. But fortunately, I can write my name and talk at the same time. We have Jen Fox here, skip for Team Fox, of course, with her first of 2 rocks. Looks like she's trying to draw to the other side of the house, try and split the house, hit 3. Really put the pressure on Raptor Squad to come up with a good last rock.
Oh, yeah, and remember on top of this that Fox has the hammer. So no matter what she does, she's going to have the final say in this end.
I mean, I do definitely see 2 options here that I would look at if I were Skip. One is, of course, this draw. The other would be just clearing that yellow guard to try and open up the center. But, no, I like this call.
No, this is a good call.
Now, sweepers are staying off of it to make sure it curls off the guard. It's off the yellow guard.
And
It's in the house.
and it's moved at least behind that high guard.
Oh, it flipped at the end just a little bit and ran straight.
And it is in the back of the house there. Looks back 12.
Not ideal.
But it's still got some fair cover, as far as I can tell.
It does put pressure on Raptor Squad. Raptor Squad needs this rock in the house. Otherwise, Jen's going to have an open draw for 4.
Yes.
So,
Here comes the final stone from the Raptor Squad.
rock is away. She is opting for an outside in draw to try and draw behind her yellow rock and sit buried shot.
Looks like she gave that a little bit of a push.
It's a little goosed.
Yeah, I think
She's
that might be
through
going
the guards.
I think that might be through everything.
Oh, no.
That's a tough break.
Oh, no. It's just through the house. Jen can throw the exact same rock and take 4 in the 7th end here. That will be very tough to come back from. I mean,
Oh, yes.
Again, this is a point where do no harm.
Yes.
Don't go for the draw behind the center. Stay away from that yellow rock. Don't even come close to it.
Yep. You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be flashy here. It's
You don't
just touch paint for 4.
You don't even care if you touch paint at this point. I mean, 3 is enough. Just
That's
don't
true.
promote yellow in. You don't hate if this goes through or if it's guard. You really hate leaving points on the ice, but take your 3.
Yes.
Four
Just
is
under no
nice, too.
circumstances come near that yellow.
Mm-hmm. And she's good. She's not going to hit the yellow.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely
Curling
well
right up the
away
center
from it.
line. Sweepers are staying off of it. She might be a little heavy.
And she's okay with that.
Absolutely. Oh, I think this is nice. This
yeah.
looks...
Oh.
Apparently it needed sweeping because it crashed on the red guard. But again, no harm done.
Yes.
Jen-
Still 3 red.
Jen can be very happy with her first rock and very happy with the end in general.
Yep.
Takes 3 points against Raptor Squad. Raptor Squad will have the hammer in the last end, but they now need 3 points to tie and force an extra.
Yes. Really, that's one of the great things when you're a skip is when your front end not only does their job, but does it so well that you have if you miss your shot, you get 3.
That is a very pleasing result.
Yes.
I mean, yes, is it very satisfying when your opponent is sitting 5 and you make the hit and roll in to take 1 away from them? Absolutely.
Sure, that's
but
great.
It's also nerve-wracking and aging and gives you gray hairs. That was a nice, easy, comfortable shot.
Yes. And at some point, you need to relax. You know, like we said, the winner of this game will be playing again at 8:45.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't spend up all of your good shots on the early game.
Absolutely.
Especially because I believe, I'd have to double check, but I believe the 8:45 game is to go into the semis tomorrow for the C event.
Yes, the 8:45 game, if you win, leads to, I believe, the 9 a.m. game.
The funny money competition. What do you know about that, Dubs?
So that is the Bonspiel Bucks competition. The only so everybody got $750 in Bonspiel Bucks. The only rules are you can't steal it,
Okay.
but you can use any other method you wish to obtain money from other people. You could pay somebody to give you a massage or give a massage in return for Bonspiel Bucks. You could have a make-a-miss game where you bet on the results of a game. You could bet on, hey, what second is it going to be when I look at my watch? Anything and everything to increase your Bonspiel Bucks bank.
Okay.
We had a blackjack table set up here earlier. There was some crokinole going. Plenty of other ways to wager your Bonspiel Bucks. And the winner is the person who has the most Bonspiel Bucks at the by 8:30 and tonight. And I don't know what they win, but it's something.
All right.
And I'm sure it's something nice.
I bet.
Hopefully.
I wish I had known about this.
Well, unfortunately, as non-playing participants, we don't get any Bonspiel Bucks.
Ah, that's a tough break.
So volunteers get many benefits here at the Potomac Curling Club, but we didn't get any Bonspiel Bucks. So, all right, looks like we're starting with a very clean house here.
Yes.
All 3 of the first rocks are, well, 4 of the first rocks are through the house. Jen is calling for her 5th one to be through the house as well.
This is a pretty solid strategy for Fox. Significantly less great strategy for the Raptor Squad.
Raptor Squad is going to be missing those guards real quick here. And BJ successfully throws this rock through the house.
Yep. Team Fox enjoying a leisurely jog down the ice.
Always nice to take a break when you've been sweeping for 7 ends.
Oh, certainly.
Not that I would know anything about that since I skipped.
I play lead. I know a lot about that.
Yes, you do.
This looks like it's going to be a...
It's in play.
It's in play, certainly. And it looks like they're working to get it into the house.
At this point, there's no reason not to put it in the house.
Yeah, they're down 3. They need stones in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be settling nicely into the 12, not quite hitting the 8.
Into the 12 foot. The only bad thing about that rock is on the center line, which makes it a little easier to hit.
Yes.
Generally, in these kind of things, you're going to see the team that's down put rocks on the edge of the house to try and make it a little harder to hit.
Right. And Fox wasting no time calling for the hit.
Absolutely. It's a little tight on the ice. I would play a little safer and give a little more ice, but Sweepers get on it.
Oh, yeah, I think this might be a bit...
She's
I
got
think
it.
it's curling a
She's
bit too
got
much.
it. She's got it. The rock is right at the center line. This is just going to pick it or not. Okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid she came out with a bit of a sidearm action, I think,
Yeah.
and that may have skewed things.
Yeah. And also, you're playing so close to the center line. Once it's over the center line, it's going to move.
Yes.
So that
And
kind of bit her a little bit.
now an opportunity for the Raptor squad. They're going to have to continue putting stones in the house.
Absolutely. I mean, if they go for a guard here, it's really a wasted rock.
Right. No, that doesn't appear to be a guard at all.
Nope,
Looks
they're
like-
coming into the house. Going to get a split off their existing rock, I think, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's the call they were going for. They've got one out. And while it's not a totally split house, it is now 2 in the house.
Good amount of separation. It's very hard to make the double there.
Yep. And looks like Fox is calling for the 1. I think if she gets the 2, she's going to be super happy, but it's not end of the world. She's just looking to get the 1.
She definitely motioned for, hey, the double's there. If we can get it, fantastic.
Yeah.
But get the 1.
Yes.
That's what you have to be thinking here. Get the 1. Don't get too greedy trying to hit the new rock
And
too
I think
thin.
this might be narrow a bit again. They're going to have to hold this.
It is a bit narrow.
But
They
they're
are-
holding it nicely.
Absolutely. They've got the 1 hit. It hit it right on the nose.
Yep.
Their rock is now a biter, which yellow actually can't do anything about because if they hit it, they won't be in the house.
Yes, there's no point to hit it.
Yep.
It's easier just to draw around it.
Absolutely. Looks
And-
like Raptor Squad is actually calling for the draw towards their existing shot rock.
As it comes down, it looks like it's well around the guard. And it looked like that might be too heavy.
It's heavy.
That might be knocking their own stone out.
Well, knocks their rock into a better position, but doesn't stick around. So yellow now has 4 rocks out of play.
And if Fox has her way, it's about to be 5.
Yeah. So if Fox hits 1 more rock out of the house, they've guaranteed nothing worse than a tie for Team Fox.
Yes.
If she takes 2 rocks out,
That's ball
it.
game.
Yep.
Or rock game, whatever.
Game.
Game, yes.
Keep it simple. Now she's given plenty of ice on this, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Supers are on it early.
They're going to have to hold it because you know how much it falls towards the wall.
Oh, yes, we do. It's falling quite a bit, but
Oh, too much.
just
They
whips
worked
it
on
the
that
outside.
so hard.
You feel bad whenever that happens. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hits shouldn't move that much at most clubs.
So now another opportunity for the Raptor squad.
Yep, they're just going to draw it in. Yet again, avoiding drawing behind the red. I think they don't want to risk crashing on it.
This looks like it's coming out a bit light.
Certainly does. I mean, they waited to try and get it off the guard.
And it looks like it's clear of the guard. Now it's...
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
They may be... They look not quite up to their shot rock, but pretty close.
Solid T-line. Now, those rocks are doubleable, so we'll see Jen go for a hit here. Jen, she can play the inside out safely because then if it overcurls, she'll get the back one.
Yes. And again, if she hits 1, she'll guarantee the tie. If she hits 2, she'll be able to guarantee the win.
Absolutely. Alex Carroll holding the broom for Team Fox. Jen Fox in the hack. It looks like she's opting for the outside in hit.
Yes. And that seems like fairly tight ice.
We're going to see it up weight here. Maybe she's expecting herself to be a little wide, or she wants to give herself that margin of error, but we'll see what happens.
Well, luckily, if she hits it pretty much on any part of the outside of the yellow rock, well, on the inside of the yellow rock, she'll be able to kick out and get that second yellow.
I think she was a little wide. She's definitely getting 1 here, unless there's a field goal opportunity, but I don't think there is. She's coming down. gets the first, moves the second, and spills out. Solid effort.
Yes.
Good shot.
I think she's
Didn't-
got to be more than happy with that.
Absolutely. I mean, if she tried for the double there, she could have risked flashing through the port, and that's the one thing you can't have happen.
Right. And now, it looks like the Raptor squad is again going to be drawing out to the right side over by the wall.
I mean, they've thrown the shot quite a lot, so they know the ice, they know the weight.
It is, but on the same token, bunching their two stones up together
Makes it easier to hit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But at this point, they're kind of out of options.
I mean, they need a mistake here from Team Fox. So nothing to do but keep putting your rocks in the house and keep yourself in the game. Line looks fine. Sweepers are staying off.
Yep, it's got to move if it wants to get around that guard, though.
It's hanging on the guard.
Here it comes.
Okay, they're fine.
A lot of late action there. Oh, just around the guard. And biting forefoot.
Yep.
So again, if Team Fox is able to take either of these stones out, that will guarantee the win.
Absolutely. And those stones are far enough apart, both vertically and laterally, that it's not like there's a very wide spot to hit. It's still just one rock.
Pretty much, yes. Alex Carroll setting up to go after the rock on the closest to the center line.
Mm-hmm. We saw her scooch out and hit just a little more ice.
Yes, they definitely don't want to crash on the guard here.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they do, then you're looking at a touch paint for 3 with the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And possible bonus curling. Which, while bonus curling is usually great, we do have more draws to go through.
Absolutely.
Here comes the last stone for Fox.
She looks
Supers
a
are on
little
this
narrow
quickly.
early.
Yeah.
But they might
They're
be able to hold it. It's close.
They're around the guard.
No, I don't think. Oh! But chips the guard and knocks the yellow through the house.
Very nice.
Woo! And that's as close to not making it as you can get.
Yes,
and
still making it.
So congratulations to Team Fox. They will move on to the C event quarterfinals tonight at 8:45.
Yes, 8:45.
And if they win that game, I believe they get to play again Sunday morning at 9 o'clock.
Oof.
So congratulations to Team Fox. Big thank you to Raptor Squad for coming down and playing. This is the Potomac Curling Club here at the Mid-Atlantic Women's Bonspiel. I'm Michael Dobbs.
And I'm Steve Kaltenbach.
I'm Heather on cameras. Hi.
And thank you to Haley for being our text assistant here for webcasting. We will be back in about 10, 15 minutes to bring you the 6:15 or 6:30 draw, whatever it's called.
6:30, I believe.
6:30. And
I will still be here alongside Melvin Shaw.
Wonderful.
So please come on back. We'd love to have you. Dobbs, thank you so much. Well
you're
done.
welcome.
All right. Have a great night. We'll be back in just a few minutes.